Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Cica Rahmadita from Universitas Jenderal Ahmadiani. Today, I'd like to present about pharmacy education and training in Australia. The topic is very important for you because with the increasing quality of technology in the education sector, it will be easier for a pharmacist to carry out training. Before the explanation, I want to show you a very relatable video.
During my internship has actually made me exposed to a lot more scenarios. So why pharmacy is actually pretty cliche, just like what everyone else says. So I do love my patient contact, like direct relationships with patient, and also just, like developing relationships with the patients over the years, or even just from day-to-day basis. We don't have to just counsel them on their medications. It's a lot more to that, which I find is really exciting, and that's when you develop a lot of relationships with people over the years, and yeah, they just have a lot to share.
I've divided my presentation into 7 parts: introduction, evolution of the concept of reflective practice, tools used in reflective practice, shortcomings of reflective practice activities, reflective practice in pharmacy education, reflective practice post-graduation, and conclusion. You should only last 5 minutes or maybe more. In this part of my presentation, I'd like to talk about introduction. The most critical step in professional education is when students are able to transfer theory learned in the classroom into practice. Unfortunately, many students are unable to transfer and apply this knowledge successfully. Let's now move on to reflective practice. Pharmacy education research focus on developing a knowledge-based providing service and mastering skills rather than on developing reflective information exchange. This is evolution of the concept of reflective practice attached. Next, tools used in reflective practice. Blogging has emerged as a more time-efficient and engaging reflective tool. Typically, this type of electronic format is accessed on a daily basis by an individual, and comments are shared and exchanged with a forum of peers. This is shortcomings of reflective practice activities. One of the most cited disadvantages of implementing reflective practice activities in health professions education relates to the reliability of the assessment tools and the challenge for assessing reflection in education. That brings me to the end of my first point, reflective practice in pharmacy education. Pharmacy education may benefit from the introduction of principal tools and concept of reflective practice in the first year undergraduate curriculum, followed by the implementation of blogs or portfolios or e-portfolios in the second year as part of an existing course. I'm now approaching the end of my presentation, Reflective Practice Post-Graduation. Incorporating reflective practice into the pharmacy curricula will have implications for pharmacy students post-graduation as well. I want to show a video about the importance of applying education in training. Let's see it.
The practical application, so actually doing the placements and putting all the theory into practice and getting out there and talking to the customers and communicating and working with them.
I'd like to make a conclusion. This paper explored the literature on theories of reflective practice that have been used by health professionals to integrate theory with practice. In my opinion, we are always improving ways for students around the world to increase motivation and innovation in learning to apply their knowledge. This is the references I use. This is my explanation. The best education is the one that can make students apply the training, so that it can develop quality human resources, especially in the pharmaceutical field in industry and non-industry. I hope this explanation can be useful for those who access this information. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon.